Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick video just going over the fact that we just got the official ban, limited and errata list, and nothing. We got nothing. Basically, we got this. Greeting, Dragon Ball Super card game players. There are no plans to update the banned limited card list with the release of Zenkai Series Set 5 Critical Blow. We are dedicated, blah, 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 blah. The Dragon Ball team. So, as you can tell, I haven't commented on it. I just said, yeah, can't hit yellow, so they won't do anything, which I agree. They haven't hit yellow in many sets, ban lists, it feels like. But, yeah, they won't do it. Right here, we also have the Lookout. Not the best, not the best, but not the worst either. The meta is really healthy at the moment with only two leaders that stand above the rest being Golden Frieza and the Gohan, Green Gohan leader. So while I'm shocked that Golden still isn't banned, it just makes sense not to ban anything. That being said, justice for my spy robot. Or justice for spy robot. I agree on the spy robot thing. And I do agree that for the most part, there are, like, Frieza and Gohan are like the two biggest leaders. I will put in a third one that you'll see in a second that I think needs to be addressed as well. But for the most part, I do think we are in a very healthy meta. It is, for the most part, like I do love looking at the lists of topping leaders and seeing this huge pie graph or pie chart of all the different leaders that are being played and are topping, and that's amazing. Red, not as much, because Red, even though I think Red is still incredibly good, it's not as good since Gogeta and Sin pretty much carried Red on its back. But I do think that Dr. Hedo and maybe even Gohan will be able to carry the color Red going forward. But I do think they are, once again, just not addressing any of the problem cards in this game that are, unfortunately, mostly in yellow. And I've already talked about how I think they need to ban the cooler counter card. I think that Golden Frieza is still a bit of an issue in this game. Hell, I think Broly Crown is still an annoying card. To be honest with you, I genuinely thought they were going to hit Senzu Bean again because of the new blue-yellow Gogeta deck. Obviously, they are... You can see that they are wanting to... They're wanting to see how the meta shakes up. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people in this that think that basically think that they don't care anymore. So why even implement a ban list? This guy in particular, LMAO, another showing off how Bandai truly does not give a single fix about this game anymore. Should have unbanned everything. Now the game is dead. Wonder how Worlds is gonna start. Dedicated to developing a game that isn't this one. See y'all in Fusion World. I agree, Kenneth. Unban Bardock the Progenitor. I like this guy. Biggest L is that there are cards in next set that don't work. For example, Yellow Z Extra Kamehameha and Second Auto on Awakened Gohan Leader. I would also like to know how the hell is Baba's Palace supposed to work. Even one of the Dragon Ball Super judges, Eric Molina, I think this is a very wrong move, but it is not like the meta was horrible enough to need changes. Let's just hope that what's currently really strong can at least combat Gogeta. So he agrees that Gogeta is going to be an issue. Nino Machado, sorry if I butcher that. Yes, sir, I thought I'd never see the day where there were no bans. Thank you, Bandai. We should do this again sometime. So there are some people that agree with this, but there are some people that really do think that there needs to be issues fixed. Spy Robot is one of those. Oh, yeah. Hey, girl. So, once again, the community is divided. Some people love this, the fact that there's no ban list. We are apparently getting an errata list tomorrow, so that's going to be really good. But there are some people that are pretty unhappy that we are not getting anything added. But let me talk about the three leaders I think are kind of leading this format right now. All right, so these are the three leaders I think dictate this current format. That being SS Gohan, the results of fatherly training, Ultimate Form Golden Frieza, and Android 21, the nature of evil. So we all agree, Gohan and Frieza, Gohan's probably the most represented deck in the format right now. Golden Frieza is just great against almost any kind of deck you can play against. And then why I throw Android 21, the Nature of Evil, on this list is because the sheer presence of this deck makes people not want to play any other blue deck except this one, if any at all. So I know you've heard of this player, Dane Reichenbach. He's been on Eggman's channel plenty of times. He's a huge blue player. He, was topping with Super Saiyan 3 Goku leader, and he stopped playing blue because this deck exists. This leader exists. And hell, I was going to play Soul Striker at the Madison Regionals a couple months ago, but ended up switching to Android 21 because of the problem that would arise. If I were to play against any Android 21 decks, I would essentially be screwed. But unfortunately, during that regional, I didn't really play against any Android 21 decks, which is insane. And to be fair, she's not topping as much as the other two leaders are, but her presence alone dictates, players. It makes players want to avoid playing a whole color in particular. At least with Green Gohan, the color green is not as important as blue is for Android 21. So that makes sense why people are still playing Gohan, and plus Gohan is just incredibly good. So what do? I don't want to ban any leaders. I really hate banning any leaders unless it's absolutely necessary. I think Gohan is not unbeatable. I think between these three decks, Golden Frieza is the best leader of these three because he's got so much amazing support. Yellow has some of the best cards in the game. Yellow hasn't been touched in the last couple ban lists. If any of these three leaders need to be banned, it's more than likely Golden Frieza. It's not going to be Android 21 because of how new she is, and she's the last blue. She's one of the last few Android leaders that can play blue-green cards. So they're not going to touch her. They're not going to touch Gohan. I was really expecting them to touch Golden Frieza in some way, whether that be banning him or nerfing his ability. But to be honest with you, I don't know. This meta is healthy, but in a way could be slightly tweaked to be just a little bit better. But what to do for these three leaders, I don't know. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But let me know what you guys think about the lack of a ban list this meta, and lack of new cards on the ban list this meta. And let me know what you think about these three leaders: Gohan, Frieza, and Android 21. And don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, so help a boy out, help your man out with this. And I'll see you on the next episode. Later, guys.